Hey YouTube, this is your girl Michaela coming back with another video. Um, I thought I'd do a little story time today, and it's something that is near and dear to my heart. It's something that I think a lot of people probably struggle with sometime or another, especially if you've been adopted. So basically, this is the deal. I want to say in 1996, I had my daughter. And at the hospital, I ran into my aunties or whatever on my biological mom's side. And I must admit, I was kind of confused because I never was told that I was adopted. And the fact of finding that out after giving birth to my daughter, it it made me confused, and it also made me feel like I had been lied to my whole life. So during this time, we exchanged numbers. Of course, me and my mom had a falling out. And I want to say probably that weekend after I got out the hospital, I set up a meeting to meet my birth mom, only to find out that I had a little sister too. Now, the story had been the reason why she gave me up for adoption was because, you know, she couldn't afford me at the time. And at first I was like, okay, well, that makes sense. You know, if you can't afford a child, you might as well give it to someone who can take care of that child. But then I'm seeing my little sister, and we really aren't that far apart. So I kind of questioned everything about the story that I was told. I'll admit, I was angry, very resentful. But then at the same time, I felt as though my life was good where I was raised, and I wasn't really missing out on much. So time went on. We developed somewhat of a relationship. Of course, my adoptive mom, which is I consider my mother, she was kind of iffy about it because she was like, I don't know if you should, keep going around them. You don't really know them like that. And I don't know if y'all ever heard of the saying, sometimes some bones are meant to left to be buried. And I feel as though that's true because, you know, even though I became close with my baby sister, we're basically like the bestest of friends. But every time I would see her, I would not, you know, it's hard to admit I was kind of resentful. But then hearing her tell stories about how it was when she was raised with her, I'm kind of happy I was where I was, you know. But then it's like I look back over the years, I lost my dad to the prison system over something that could have been avoided. And then I really wasn't too close with my adopted sister because I guess she felt as though I came in and stole her shine or whatever the case may be. My adopted family, I feel as though just tolerated me because of who my mom was. And so I guess you could say I've been a black sheep all my life or whatever. But it seemed like whether on the biological side or the adopted side, I just really never really fit in anywhere. So I want to say maybe when I was like 21 is where I kind of came into my own. I started accepting a lot of things or what have you. And you know, I started opening my mind up to the possibility of really having a relationship with both families, the adopted side and the biological side, because around that time, I think, yeah, I was 21. Me and the person that I was dating at the time, we were becoming closer to even talking about getting married and stuff like that. And we was planning a wedding, but money was never really quite that right. So basically, what ended up happening was we settled on going to the justice of the peace, and we really didn't tell nobody but my adoptive mom and I think my friend at the time. But anyway, I'm getting off track. So what ended up happening? We ended up getting married. We had to live apart for a minute until we could get our money together to get an apartment. But come to find out, where we was living at, we actually had moved closer to my biological mom, which was shocking to say the least. Um, so I guess you could say me and my little sister at the time, we started hanging out more and stuff like that. But I never really wanted to get that close to my mom, my biological mom. And it was kind of weird because it's like I wanted to, but then I felt as though if I would have got close to her, it would be like a betrayal almost. So I'm just going to say, so as time progressed, I want to say we really didn't, me and my biological mom didn't really develop a friendship or any type of relationship until maybe 2013, which was when I lost my adoptive mom. She came to the funeral, and from there, I guess she felt as though that was her opportunity, that was an opening for her to become closer to me because the only mother that I knew was gone. And so, even though I held resentment to her and things like that, I had to find it in my heart to forgive her. And I never really was big on forgiveness because I'm like, if you hurt me, that's a lifelong hurt. Like, I was so hurt by it to the point to where when I found out I was pregnant with my daughter, I almost considered giving her up for adoption. But then, my mom, she was like, well, that was done to you. Why would you do that to her? You know? And so, I don't know. It was weird because it seemed like at the time all I had was my bestie and I had my husband at the time. And it was just one of those things where you had to make executive decisions for your life, whether you wanted to be petty and just say no, or whether I just wanted to just see where things go. And things went well. We developed I would say, a friendship, because it was like when I would go to my little sister's house, I'll go check up on her, I'll say hey or whatever. But it was still one of those things where you just be like, why should I even care? But I want to say, through talking to my little sister, talking to my bestie at the time, I realized that it was time. It was time to just let go. It was time to just try. Because they say the only failure in No, the only failure in life is not trying. So I tried, but I don't think we will ever be close, like ever. I check up on her, I speak when she speak or whatever. But I think the only good thing that came out of the whole situation was me meet my little sister. We're closer than anybody, and you wouldn't expect that, but we are. Um, but I basically came to tell this story because it was one of those topics that I think somebody had brought up a long time ago in one of their videos or something like that. And I was like, you know what? I'm not alone in the ways of adoption and stuff like that. Which like I know that. But it's just refreshing to see more people telling their stories and being transparent. And that's one thing I want this channel to be. I want to be 100% transparent, like no matter what. Of course, I'm gonna have like videos of me doing poetry readings and of course book trailers for my books and stuff like that. But more than that, I just want to have story times, talk about my life because maybe somebody else can relate. you know um I think the next video I'm probably gonna end up uploading is being a survivor of childhood molestation and rape. I feel as though it's not enough videos about that. Of course, they have, R. Kelly or whatever, but there's not enough real people telling real stories. Of course, we could do challenges and stuff all day, but for the most part, like, I think it's time for people to get out of the world of, you know, make believe and, oh, everything is perfect when it's really not. So y'all can look for that for the next video. Probably later on today. It's gonna be a double upload day. I feel as though because I feel up to it, and they always say, "Why put off tomorrow what you can do today?" But definitely, if this video hit close to home, feel free to comment, share, subscribe. Tell your people about me. I feel as though I'm the only well, I'm not gonna say the only, but I feel as though I am one of many lesbian authors of my field of poetry. And I feel as though, the more people that learn about us, the more people that will support, poetry again, because, honestly, I don't think anybody read anymore unless it's on Facebook. But yeah, definitely subscribe, like, share, comment. Comment some things that you will want to see on this channel. Like, I think I plan on doing a challenge real soon. Spicy noodle. Because people saying that the spicy noodles is hot. I'm from Louisiana. I doubt it. But we gonna see. It should be interesting. But anyway, this is your girl Michaela signing out. Bye.